Behind me is this wonderful peak, and as history tells it, one of the grand sachems of the Nahiganset by the name of Mayentanomi, who happened to be the nephew of my great-grandfather Canonicus, stood on this peak here because there were ongoing issues taking place between the colonists who had just moved in following Roger Williams and the people from three separate villages, Patuxet, which is a little bit over in the Cranston area, Neutaconkanut Hill right here, and then the Mashipog villages, which is where my people come from. And we have other members that are here as well. He went back there. Our deputy chief is here as well, Curtis Kilrain. But those three villages were having issues with the colonists. So Mayentanomi came up here with Roger Williams, and it said that he stood here at this very spot, reached out with two arms and said, "Roger Williams, you can use the land between here." And if you look behind us, of course, right down the middle, you'll see the lovely, lovely skyline of what is now the city of Providence. So we are very honored to be here carrying on that legacy of friendship and partnership. As we know, the pilgrims came to these lands seeking more and better opportunities than they were getting back in Europe. And it was, of course, the Algonquian people of southeastern New England who greeted them, gave them lands to live in, and ultimately started what is the beginnings of this thing that we now call the United States of America. So we feel it's only right that we do our part to keep that legacy going. Of course, we have my lovely daughter here, Naomi. And we're very honored to be here today, invited by the Neutaconkanut Conservancy. We are planning to be doing a lot more in the future with the Conservancy here. We had the opportunity to meet with the chair and the founder a few weeks ago. And could we just have a round of applause for the fantastic work they're doing with the Conservancy here? Excellent job. And we let them know that we really love what they were doing with the lands here. Our concern was that we just didn't feel like people knew enough about the indigenous relationship to it. So if we could partner to make that happen, we'd be very excited. And they, being the great people that they are, agreed. And so here we are today. So I've done enough rambling. I'm going to turn it over to the drum group. And I'll ask first, before we get started, Mr. Artie Red Medicine, shaman of the Montauk and Shinnecock nations out of the Long Island areas, would just come and say a few words before we get things going.
Come with us to bring and turn on the light that was shut down so long ago. Being that we're here, we're in front of our children, our elders, and witnesses around us.
Let me know when you're
We're bringing this back together. We got the sacred fire, we got the sacred feathers and the sacred medicines to protect us. Because we don't know the other side. Only time we go to the other side is when we cross over. And when we cross over, the name of our story is done.
Yeah.
The end.
All right.
But being that we're here, we're bringing the spirits with us, and these songs is for them to allow us to be with them in a good way. Ueho he tampawa onigen he tampokat we kwe wapai